Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Titans Creed from Project Phoenix Productions, and today we're back talking, not playing however, about a game I haven't really played for over a year, Final Fantasy Record Keeper. Recently the game has had a massive overhaul, redoing its story awards, changing the way soul breaks work and various other bits and pieces, and after a year away, I'm now back playing the game. I decided to give it a look again to see if it was worth my time to play. Bearing in mind that I stepped away over a year ago, it was because it gained stupid levels of difficulty and I felt it was too much of a time investment for the rewards it gave at that point. So bearing in mind that I had cleared everything, was doing the events when they came up fortnightly, on top of all the story modes and everything else, there wasn't really so much there. So what's the difference now? I mean, those difficulties still exist. I'd left the game before the path beyond the Nightmare dungeons had opened, giving us access to Magicite dungeons, Apocalypse and Torment dungeons were the new thing about that time, and the Sphere Grid character enhancements were becoming available. And I think they were available before I left, but the moats that you could farm at that point were pretty difficult to get hold of. Able to keep up, but it asked too much of my time for what it really gave. So when we talk about what's different now, you've got to look at it and say there's not really a lot that's different, at least in terms of the difficulty. The biggest thing that's changed is how my outlook on how my time playing mobile games is, considered. So I took the last year off from playing Record Keeper, and I've been playing other mobile games, and the biggest one I was playing was Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Fun game, Dragon Ball, love it, close to my heart, love a bit of Dragon Ball. But it really does not appreciate the time you spend with it, and the grind in that game is beyond ridiculous. So you look back at stuff like Record Keeper and you can see how certain developers, compared to other ones and the games they make, reward players for their time spent. So what have they done in Record Keeper? So the story dungeons, they've revamped the rewards they now give. They all give better rewards. Some of the later dungeons and their difficulties give you your moats to improve your character on the Sphere Grid now. They all give better orbs in order to make your abilities and bits and pieces. But yeah, so for people who had cleared most of these story dungeons and everything else, Square Enix and Dina, the devs of the game, turned around and they rewarded their players who had cleared so many of these previous dungeons with, just rewarding them for stuff. And, I've gone to some of these Magicite dungeons which I thought were too hard before I left. And with the help of some of my friends, I've gone in, I've tackled them, and I felt like I could take on the world. They are literally the hardest content in the game, I've been told, and I was able to clear one, which you should be able to see on the video. It's like my second or third clear, I believe. Probably, I think my third. It's still hard. I still fail on it, and I don't have the best gear to perform like the sub 30-second clears, which is what you need to be doing to tackle the higher levels. But I can get in on the base level, and this is some hard content, but it's harder than this. So it makes you think about what it is. But it has a replayability factor, and it's endgame content that I can clear that I enjoy. And stuff like Dokkan Battle has hard content which, is beatable, but you don't feel rewarded for beating it. Like, it's... I don't know, it's whale territory, essentially, on both of those games for the hard content. But, a lot of the stuff I've got for free because Record Keeper gives you a lot more of the free-to-play currency to pull on, and you can get lucky quite easily like that. And I mean, we're talking, I played Record Keeper since day one, where you weren't guaranteed a 5-star relic on a pull at all. And Dokkan Battle is still garbage. Every pull in Dokkan Battle should be a guaranteed SSR pull on a banner, as well as the banner being locked to specific cards. That pulling system is garbage, and I hate it so much. But yeah, we're back playing Record Keeper. I'm enjoying it again, which at some level is all that actually matters. I've got content that's, I'm able to sit down and play in my free time, do it on the move and everything else, because I've still got a lot of elite dungeons because there's been so much content added to this game since I last played. But yeah, if you are a big Final Fantasy lover, I do suggest checking it out. It is a free game. This is not an ad. It's just me talking about a game that we've had on the channel previously. I'm doing a video on it today. It is free. It does contain the microtransactions, as I've said, but the amount of free stuff obtainable, especially for new players, is nothing to be sniffed at. But yeah, that's it. This has been Final Fantasy Record Keeper, which you should see some gameplay of just off to the side. 2 different teams. One's on Magicite Dungeon. One is just an elite one, where I was up to just getting on to clearing it. But yeah, as always, folks, I've been Titans Creed for Project Finish Productions, and until the next video, we'll see you next time. Peace out.